What's up, guys? It's Spec Nick here, and here today it's going to do something a little different. Not going to be about cars, but instead something that could potentially be used with cars. I picked up a little cheap starter drone. It is a Promark Warrior drone. They also have another version of it called the Promark Reality drone, which comes with the VR headset. Not much different, honestly. It's the same drone pretty much. This is one of the P70 series drones from Promark. As you can see, it's not too bad. It does come with a lot for $100. It does need 4 AA batteries for the remote, which is right there. We'll get into that in a little bit. Alright, so we'll do a quick little spec list on this. It does have camera, and it does go up and down up to a 75-degree angle. This is a 2.4 gigahertz real-time video and image transmission quadcopter. Alright, so it has a 6-axis gyroscope, headless mode, auto takeoff, 1-key landing, auto hovering, which doesn't work too good, by the way. The 576p camera, Wi-Fi streaming, it's app enabled, 1-button flip, and up 12 minutes of fly time. The fly time's a little exaggerated. It's probably more around 10 minutes if you're doing the video streaming, maybe 11 minutes. Doesn't change it much. But now let's take a look at the controller. Okay, so the controller, it's pretty laid out, pretty simple, honestly. You got the cell phone clip up here. It does have some tension on it, so it does hold pretty good. Up here, when you're flying, this takes pictures and starts videoing. The top right button there, that will initiate flips. Right here is going to be up, down. It's going to rotate it basically left or right. You have the speed buttons up and down. You have the camera angle button up and down. Power button, obviously. This is going to be the forward trim, reverse trim, left trim, and then right trim. And there's going to be left, right, forward, backwards. And then we have the 1-button takeoff / landing. The landing's alright, but if the way I guess this thing senses it is it senses, like, I guess pressure or something, or gravity, because once it comes back down, it hits the ground first, goes back up, and then hits the ground again, and then it lands. So I just usually land it myself and just hold that down, and it shuts it off. Alright, let's turn this on, show you quick what it looks like. When it is actually on, that is what it looks like. It's actually pretty bright. Now when it first starts, it'll start you off at speed 2. So when speed 2, it's pretty simple. I mean, there's speed 2, 3, 4. Now what a lot of people don't realize is it looks like there's 4 speeds, but there's actually 5. You keep pushing up, it'll go to 3. Push up again, it'll go to 4. And once it's at 4, you push up again, and it'll start flashing between 4 and 3, and that's actually speed 5. You have roll, camera, normal, headless. Now with the app is pretty interesting for this, actually. You download the Promark app. Once the drone itself is on, it produces its own Wi-Fi signal, and it connects to your phone. The signal doesn't last very far. I got up to like about 60 feet, and it started like glitching out and getting all pixely. So I wouldn't rely on that too much. I mean, it's only $100, so you can't expect much from it. But it does have a camera. The camera, like I said, from what I'm told, the white version of this, which is called the Reality drone, it does have an SD card slot behind the camera. I mean, this one does have like almost like a dummy plate behind it, but you can't take that out. I've tried taking a razor blade to it to pop it out, a knife to it to pop it out. I mean, I just can't pop that out. So I mean, unless I'm doing it wrong, then I don't know. But from what I'm experiencing, it's not working, popping that out. So I'm guessing it would be only the white one. And the white version of this, or the Reality drone, is what it's called. It comes with a set of VR goggles. That's $150. So I was like, it's probably the exact same thing, which it probably is. It probably just has, you know, the SD card mountable in the VR headset, and that's not worth $50 to me. So, alright. So when you first unbox it, it's not going to have the legs on it. It's not going to have the guards on it. The guards are easy, just 2 screws. There's little dummy plates in here. You pop them out, slide that in, screw there. Pretty simple stuff. Also, when you buy this is open, and this is not connected, and neither is this guy. This isn't connected either, so this is hanging, and then this is hanging. So all you gotta do is hook this up, which is positive to positive, negative to negative, and then this one's pretty, you know, dead set. It's only one way it's going in there, so it's set. And once it's all hooked in, you push this up in there, shut the door, and then, yeah, it's shut. And then you have the little antenna for the Wi-Fi for the camera itself. Check out underneath of it. So you got the camera, you got the power button, you got the charging hole, which is kind of interesting because it comes with a cord to charge it, but it doesn't have the actual adapter to plug into the wall. So I just use my phone adapter, and that works perfectly fine. They say the charge time on this is about 4 to 5 hours. I've actually charged in about 3 for fully charged, from dead to fully charged. When you turn it on and it's not linked to the remote, it'll start flashing like this, crazy, auto adjust the camera, and as you can see, it's still not connected. Now once you move the joysticks around, it'll start beeping, and it's pairing with it. Once it pairs with it, the lights will completely stop, and they'll slowly like dim out, almost like they'll like dim on and off like that. It'll just dim in and out, in and out. But I can show you the auto tilt on the camera. Like I say, this one's gonna tilt it down, so I'm gonna watch this thing tilt. I mean, it's pretty smooth, but you can definitely tell when you're video recording. It's like it'll jump frames. There's really not much to this drone, honestly. The lights are a nice attachment. They really are. White's the front, in front of the camera, and then red and green are behind the camera. Honestly, for $100, it's really not that bad of a drone. I've flown other drones before, and I mean, it reacts and drives like one of the other drones, but it also costs like 1/7 of the price. So for that, it's not bad. And this drone is actually a clone of the Sigma X8. So you actually can take this off. There's a button behind underneath the camera. You push the button and it slides off of a rail. You can buy the GoPro attachment off of eBay, Google for like $10, and then you obviously have to buy the GoPro, and you can also buy extended legs for it. That way it sits higher off the ground for more clearance for the GoPro. Overall, this isn't a bad drone. I would definitely spend the $100 if you're just learning how to fly one, or you don't want to, you don't want to coin out that kind of money for like a $700 drone and just buy a GoPro and the attachments for it. Spend like the $100, and then it'll be fine. Besides that, though, no complaints. I mean, you kind of get what you pay for, so you can't expect, like, there's no return home feature, there's no orbit mode or anything like that. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys on this. I mean, it's pretty simple. It flies good. It's stable. It flies pretty high, but you lose video transmission after so high, so you better have good eyesight. But overall, that was my little quick review on the Promark Warrior drone, or the P70 series Promarks that they have out. If you have any information, leave it in the comments below, or any questions. If you thought this video was helpful in any way, go ahead and leave a like for me. And if you want to see any future videos, it's not going to pertain to drones so much, but more car-related stuff, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh.